There we go. So welcome, welcome. Next week, we're good. So, but next week, bring your calendars because then the week after, we just have to either adjust it by a couple of hours or move the class till midnight or whenever we can, because I'm going to be on a plane at 10 in the morning. I should just be about landing in North Carolina, but I can't guarantee it. So that's a little bit of a problem I have that day, just in that time slot. So welcome, welcome. I hope you've been practicing because again, it's the vowels that are going to screw you up more than learning the letters. Oh, excuse me. I swallowed my spit the wrong way. So I want to just review. Is it going too fast for everybody? Okay, a little, Elisa's like, a little bit. All right, you have to practice. That's the commitment we got to make. So I don't know why this is not letting me cancel that. I don't know what happened to my thing I've been doing. No, I tried to open it up in what do you call it? So I don't know how. There it is. There it is. Share screen. So I just thought for a moment, before I go to the next unit and make everybody really crazy, I would just go to page 18, 19 very quickly. These are review pages for units 1 and 2. And so just again, let me make my screen as large as I can make it for all of us. And there's only a few of us on the phone, so it's easy. I just have to remember who's on the phone. So again, last week, just starting at the top, we learned the aleph and the ayin, and they're silent. The hay has a hole there on his leg. A chaf and a final chaf. A lamed. A mem and a final mem. The resh, which is that rounded top, because we didn't learn the dalet yet, which has a little dent. Shin, it's never right to sin, so the shin is, so that you know that's not on the right side. The right side is the shin. Tav, no matter what your husband says, okay? And then the vowels, and that's what you got to practice then, Lenore. E, A, E, A, O, I. Like in a short I, like in the word pink. In my color chart that I sent you, it's better ways to describe, but we really don't get to the Shabbat or really understand it until unit 5. We're just starting unit 3 today. But there are a couple of words that he shoved in here. I have no idea, only to confuse us. So make it like a short I, like an I. And when it starts a word, I almost do it like it's an apostrophe to it, like a B. If it was starting with a B with the Shabbat underneath it. So there you go on lines 1. And there are some words to practice with the aleph. All of 1 to 5 has aleph words. 6 and all the way down to 10 are the ayin. So let's just look at line 6. It's al. Aleichem. El. Al. Like the airline.
Wow.
Oh. Okay, let's just do the first line of each of these reviews. Let's go back to line 1 and we'll just do the first one of the reviews. So Beth, do line 1 for me.
Malach Hay.
Good.
A-E-F.
Perfect. And if just keep doing it and she practices, you'll get the sights of those vowels. The more you see it, the more you'll know. Well, we all just did 6 together. So then we go to line 11, 12, 13, whatever. And these words all have the hay in it. So Lenore, what's that? Read line 11.
Elohim.
Line 11.
Oh, 11. I'm doing 13. Now there goes my cat. There goes my computer.
There you go.
Out of here. Oh my God. 11.
Yes.
Har. What is it? Hiraim.
Hereim. Well, yeah, I can't think of anything. Let's see. It's an H with an E and an R. Right. So here,
Here.
the ion is silent and you have the E
Here.
again and an M. So here,
Oh, Mia.
and the last word is what?
Hem. No,
No.
hey, hey,
Hey, hey, hey, hey.
hey, 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 hey.
Okay, it ends in a silent letter. So silent at the last letter would be the aleph, the ayin, and the hey. Don't forget. Those three different places that you'll see a silent last letter.
Okay,
So just
12.
do, yeah, do 12 because you did it wrong before. So I want to hear you do that.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about the two
Don't
dots.
worry about the Shabbat. You can either combine it with the H or make it its own little syllable with an S in.
All right. So it's Haim Lahim.
What's the vowel under the A?
Under who?
Well, under the hey, the first letter, what's the vowel?
Ah,
So, ha,
oh, ha. Okay.
ah,
Ham
hum.
Lahim.
So combine it.
Hum. Ham Lahim.
Good. The vowels are getting you, Lenore. That's the one thing that you, when you
And
memorized it,
some
you memorized
reason-
it right, but when you have to read new, you've got to know your vowels. Okay, and everybody see that? Elise, do line 12 as well.
Ham lahim,
Good. Keep going.
ha lo lam.
No. Well, ha ola.
Ha olam. No.
Right, right. Okay, I think I may have
Ha-olam.
heard it wrong. Okay.
Okay, and oh God, Hayimem.
Ha, ah,
Meme.
meme. So let's take a look at it. We're doing this word here. So the ha, ah, meme. So let's make it in English. Ha, because you have the hey and the ah. The ion, I am just doing it on the side. The ion is silent, but it has an ah underneath it. So it's ha, ah, and the final syllable is meme. Everybody see that?
Mhm.
That's okay. We can take our time here. We don't want to go we want the whole group with us. And then the resh line, let's do that, Beth. Just do the resh line 1 now.
Oh, line 1.
Yeah.
Charate,
Good,
har,
good,
hearing,
good.
may osh. Oh, may rosh.
Yes, everyone see it?
May rosh.
That
Are you
resh
on
has a
line
little.
1 or what line are you on?
We're on the page, here we are on page 19, line 1. We're doing the resh line.
Oh, I'm not there. Where?
Okay, I want you to be back then. So we're gonna have poor Beth do it again because I want
Well,
you to
I'm not on
hear.
19. Just a minute. Where is, I don't have page numbers.
Well, you could just come on the screen. I made it nice and big here.
Oh, God.
I got confused because of the resh with the dot above the resh.
Yes,
That
that's
was
why I'm
confusing
glad
to
you
me.
did that.
Yeah.
Because it almost looks like the fancy font of a little crown on the resh.
Right,
And
like
it's
it's
not,
part
it's
of
a
the
dot.
resh.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Does everyone
Start
see what
again?
she was saying? So
Oh.
let's look at page 19, the first line, the fourth word. And depending on the font, how fancy the scribe, let's say I was making a resh and I'm making it very fancy and I'm making a woo up there. The dot was right above it. And if it's a very cluttered font, it almost like, it just looks like a fancy top to that resh, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Whoopsie, I want to do the draw. It was a, hold on. It was a, whoa, where are we going here? It was a dot over the resh, but right there, you see it? So you have to be mindful of how close things are. And the dots and dashes, it's a little confusing. Okay, so when Beth did that, she did it correctly, but she had to take note of it. So it's May Roche. Does everyone see that? May Roche, that's this word here. Line 1, fourth word, May Roche. Roche, shin, it's a shin, okay? So now I'm gonna have poor Beth do the whole line again, poor girl.
All thing. Oh,
Yeah, why not? But I want at least to listen. Go ahead.
okay. Charate,
Good,
har,
good.
hearing,
Yes,
may roche,
good.
ray sheet.
Perfect. And it's interesting, Ray She, just two quick syllables, but that Aleph is sitting in there for no reason. It's a silent letter. Why does it need to be there? Don't ask any of us. Okay, I'm gonna give you an easy one. Look at this, Elise, line 3. These are the shin lines. And so again, if you want to practice what we've learned up until now, page 18, 19, a review of every letter and every vowel. So let's have Elise do line 3, the shin line.
Charade.
Good.
Just a second. Sharim? No, Sharom.
So close. And it's a word you know. It's one of the few words
Oh,
you know
shalom.
very well. Yes,
Shalom.
yes. Right. It's
Okay.
really a word you know. Shalom. Very good.
Okay. Shar.
Sheer. It's an E
Sheer.
vowel. Sheer.
Okay, this would be Sham.
Nope, it would not be.
Sheem.
Nope. Try one
E.
more.
It's an
Go to
E.
your cheat sheet.
It's
Shame.
E.
It's green.
Green. Yeah, E. Sheem. Yeah,
Shame.
shame. No.
Okay,
Sheem.
hold on.
Sheem. It's them.
Sheem. Sheem. Okay.
Sheem.
Yes.
Okay.
Make it an I. She.
Yeah, okay. Shim roll.
Yeah. She is correct. What's the second part?
Shi, that's Shimro.
Okay, hold on, everybody. Let's see where she is. She's right here. She
Yeah.
is correct.
Shi,
She like that. She.
and then it's an M.
Yes, it's an M.
Shim,
with an
I'm trying to
O.
say it.
Shimo.
Shimo.
You made
Okay.
it more complicated than it was. You were looking for more trouble than you were in.
Shimo. Okay.
Shimo. Perfect.
Shimo. Well, the next one's Shimo.
No,
Shimo.
it, no,
Shimo.
it isn't.
Shemech.
It is not
Eh.
Shimo. Okay, so let's take
Shimo.
another look. If this is, I love it. You know what? I told a few of us. Shimo is that one. So this is Shemecha. Look at it
Shim.
closely. It's 3 syllables. She, me, and that in the final chaf, is a little ah. So let's make them really long. So it's she, me, cha.
Ha. But doesn't, that dot there doesn't mean an O sound. Okay. Shimmecha.
That's what you got to be really careful of, where those dots live and don't live. And when they're near other things, it does get confusing. So let's just take one more second. I'm sorry to make you crazy. Let's go to line 3, and I'm going to make a circle. Look at these two again. Shemo
Shimo.
and shemecha.
Shimmecha.
Good. Okay,
Oh, I
these are
see
the ones-
that. Actually, in the printout, that little T there looked like a
Yep.
dot.
that's what I'm telling you. It's very, yes, that you have to learn the font. When I said at the beginning, you almost, when you use a particular Siddur, and you're always in that Siddur, and you'll make note of where that font, that calligrapher, the font of it, what the little, you'll know the difference. You'll just learn the difference. And
Well, it's just that it printed so small that it.
yeah, I
kinda
get
looked
it.
like-
I get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. It's not a mistake as much as yeah, you have to just be mindful. Let me just erase this mess I've made here.
So Margie,
Yes.
is it the final letters that are like not in that box, like you said, that hang lower, their vowels are always like
Or-
within the, letter
Yeah,
or not?
well, if they're
not
gonna have
necessarily?
one, four of the 5 letters, except for the final mem, are out of the box. That's correct. They don't always give vowels to a final letter, but if they
Okay.
do, it's gonna live inside his armpit. It's the only way to describe it, right? And that's where he's just gonna sit up there, and you'll see others that have it. So let's just take a look without going crazy here. I'm gonna just, where's the silly thing? Whatever. Look at the final chaf here and the final chaf there. Shemecha, to, and this becomes a 1 syllable, toch. There's your final letter, and the vowel is literally in the guy's little armpit. I don't know how else to make you see it up there. It's not going to be lower. It's going to be right at the
Mhm.
top. And the last word on line 3, Elise, is 2 syllables. Shim.
Shimha.
Okay, so let's erase this mess so we can go on. Just this is a review, but it's more important that you know the stuff. Okay, let's just look on the right side in this lane here, the line. On line 6, it's a tav line. On line 7, again, it's a tav line with or without the dot. First word on line 7 is Torah. Everyone look at it.
Torah.
Let's go down to a final mem on line 12. Shalom.
Oh,
And that's how it's spelled. Shalom.
Shalom.
And you know what, Beth, the shin, the dot is, it almost looks, you have to just see it up there. It's a little hard. These dots are hard to see. Sometimes
Yeah.
it just looks like the fancy top of a shin. And then where the dot go, it had to be on one side or the other. So you have to just make note of it. The lamed, you should know, page 4, line 14. Lamed we've been doing for a while, so you should definitely know lameds. And the final mems. Let me close the box. I can move things up. There's your chaf and final chaf on 17 and 18. I would suggest if you have any confusion in this little group, practice 17 and 18. It'll practice everything you've done up until now. Take a deep breath. Here comes a yud. So now today we're going to start unit 3. Yud, as you know it, is a vowel and a letter. We've learned it holding a vowel. We've learned it that way, but it does get its own sound, and you'll know the difference when you see it. I promise you will. So just like in English, the Y is sometimes a vowel and sometimes it's a consonant. So is the yud. The yud is there, and when he has to, he has a Y sound and not just silently holding the vowel. So here's our word that we're going to at the top with the double arrows. And here's how you'll know it. Let me try to explain this to you. Let me erase this. Okay, let me get rid of this. It could be, oh God, I'm trying to think of how to, it could be. Okay, it could be. What could it be, Margie? Let's see. Where's that pencil thing? Okay. It could be, oh God, why can't I do that? Where'd the drawer thing go? No, it's not right. All right, I'm just getting rid of it. The word is, I'm going to tell it to what it is. The word is what we're going to get to is El Yon. We don't know the final nun yet. So I'm just telling you the word we're working toward is going to be El Yon. And so there's the yud that hasn't, forget the last letter, it's a final letter, just we don't know it yet.
it's a final.
Yeah, you know it, but we don't know it yet. So the is the ayin with the and he has a lamed with the o next to him, or the lamed goes to the And what you're going to learn in this word is the lamed goes to the so that's 1 syllable L. And then the Y gets its own sound, yo, like yo-yo.
Yeah.
So that, just to have you understand where we're going, and you're looking at that saying, well, how come it's one way or the other? And you're gonna learn now how to figure that out. So let's go to line 1. Ye, yay, yeah, should have Lenore do this to practice those vowels. I will, ya, yo. Go ahead, Lenore, do line 1.
Oh, my God, hello.
Yeah, I know, she knows every part of the prayer, but you can't read a simple line of vowels. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
Oh, ye,
Line
what,
1.
oh, line 1, never mind,
Yes.
I'm doing line 2. What? Ye, was it ye?
No, all right, ye, let's do it with the letter Y. Ye,
Ye, ya,
nope,
yeah,
nope. What's the second one?
2 dots are A.
No, to E, like in green.
Okay.
The first
up-
one,
First
is
one is
gray.
E.
Gray, E, that's right. Ye. What's the
Ye,
second one?
with the 2 dot, yay.
Yes, yay.
I thought I
Yes.
said that before. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, Elio.
no, you have one vowel and one consonant.
So-
Yo,
Yo, okay. Yeah.
yo, don't make it more
Yo.
complicated than it is. Everyone else, look at the first line. We'll do it again all together. Ye,
Ye,
yay,
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 yeah,
yay,
Yeah,
ya,
yeah,
ya,
yeah,
yo.
yo.
go.
Okay, we're gonna give it the Y sound right now, so we're not making it harder for you. So now Beth, do line 2.
No, you're on the screen. Go
Or
away.
the husband, or your husband
Sorry.
could do line 2. He's welcome
Want
to
to
play
do
with us.
line 2?
Come on,
You're-
you're welcome to play with us.
Ye- Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
yo, yo,
good.
yeah. L,
Yes,
yo,
good girl.
yom.
Excellent. Very good. We're gonna do it as a letter today until we get really so something much more complicated. Elise, do 3. Make it a Y, don't make it a vowel. Go ahead.
Yol,
Yes.
yah,
N- It's still yoch. You don't
It's
change it.
yoch.
It's still,
Yoch.
yes, it's still an O vowel.
yoch,
Yeah,
yash,
not ya.
yosh,
Yes,
yom,
good.
yomi,
Yes, even though that would never be, because
No,
it would
yeah,
never
we-
end in that shape. So yes, the whole line was the same exact vowel, so you don't change it in the middle, Elise.
thank
So
you.
let's look at that again. Yol, yoch, yosh, yom, yo, me. All right, back to Lenore. Go ahead, 4.
Ugh.
It's one vowel. Lenore, once you get
Hello.
the vowel correctly, don't change it. I'll give you a hint.
It's A, yay.
Yes, that's correct.
And then it would be yay again.
Yes, so now deal with the consonants next to it. Yale. Go ahead, line 4. Yale,
Yale,
like the
Yale,
college.
yum.
Now, why did
Yum.
you go to an A? It's an A. The whole line is A.
Okay, so yame,
Yame. Okay, just one
yame,
second.
yame. I'm getting
That's
yame,
okay.
yame. Yeah, was it yeah, yeah,
Yare,
year,
yare,
yet,
not,
eh,
no, it's
yeah.
not an F. Yay, yay.
Yate, yate, and race, race.
Okay, no, but I'm glad you screwed that up. Do not
Yes.
forget that in our little box, the yud is little, the vav is longer, and the resh is fatter and longer.
Mhm.
What you just did here, you made that yud a resh.
Right,
He's not that big. He's just a
Oh.
little guy that lives up in the top. Don't make
So,
him a resh.
so it'd be yesh, would it be
Yesh.
yesh?
Yes. So what your line was, Lenore, was the yay, 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 with a different letter ending it. Yale, yay, yem, yem, yay, yer, yate, yesh. I kept you on the same vowel. Okay, and then so you do it. Okay, let's go to it. Let's skip. Let's go to much harder. Poor Beth. Okay, let's go to.
You're picking on me.
No, because you practice. I love it. I practice.
I know.
Okay, let's go to line 6. It's what I do sometimes with my children.
Me? You want me to do line 6?
Yes.
Okay. Yell,
Yes. Yell.
yell. Yallel,
Yes. Yallel. Good.
ech. Em, yem, yem.
You weren't
Yeah.
giving the,
Yet.
you want, oh, here, see what you just did? You didn't give the Y its own sound. You just made the vowel to the next guy. He can't.
Right, but then I
vowel here.
corrected myself.
That's
Yeah,
right.
right.
Let me just teach you that. Look at line 6, everybody, the 3rd and 4th and 5th word. You cannot assume that Y is just sitting up there holding that vowel. The vowel goes to the next guy. It never goes by itself. So that means you have to give the Y its sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
yem,
yeah,
yeah,
yem, yet. Good,
yet, yesh,
good.
la, im,
La
la,
yim.
yim.
Right,
Oh,
la yim. So let me just again tell you on these, whoa, where to go? On these guys, you can't assume the Y doesn't have a sound and he's just the holder to the vowel. The vowel never precedes the consonant. It doesn't. It goes after it or under it. So you had to have pronounced the Ys. It doesn't ever work that it would be ech, em, et. It has to be yet, yech,
Yeah.
yem, yet. The Y must be heard because you can't have it sitting there all by as a holder to a vowel. It doesn't do that to the word, to the letter after it. It might do it to
Okay.
the letter ahead of it, but never after it. So that's how you knew that that was wrong. So again, on line 6, yech, yem, yet, yesh, la, yim.
Naim.
At layim, gotta pronounce that Y. Okay, Elise, I'll give you an easy one. Line 7, except for one word, they're all the same exact vowel. You get it right, you're gonna get it right across the board.
It's E, so it's
That's
you.
correct, it's an E, good.
It's yish, yish.
Line 7, honey.
Yeah, line 7, it's a yi, yish. That's an he at the end, right?
Okay, hold on. Line
Okay.
7, first word,
You.
Hold on a second.
yield, like
Yield.
almost like yield, but you don't have the D. Yield,
You. And then yeah.
yeek.
Ich.
What?
Me, oh, yim.
That's correct. Don't read it in English. Don't start with that mem. Yim,
Yim.
very good.
Yeah. Yit.
Yeet, good.
Yeet. Yish.
Yeesh,
Yish. And then,
word for water. I'll give you a
yeah.
hint.
Mayim.
Mayim, water. Mayim,
Mayim.
mayim, mayim, mayim. Remember that song?
Mayim.
So here is, you have to, oh my goodness, let's see. I don't think you've got it yet, so we're not going to go on further for a minute. Go to line 9, Lenore.
I want to do line
Remember
8.
that these are pages that you have to say the Y. So I'm giving you a massive hint.
I like line 8 better.
Go ahead, Smarty. You can do 8 and 9. Uh-huh.
You don't scare me.
Go ahead, do
Yom.
line 8.
Okay, Yom.
Good.
What is it? Yamim.
Yes.
Ma'im.
Mayim.
Mayim, okay, ha, okay, ha,
Not a ha. There's no sound to that aleph.
oh, right, okay,
Just
okay, so
ah.
it's ha, ya, lot.
Perfect. Everyone see it? Ah, ya, lot. Perfect.
Okay, now, okay, so this would be
That's correct. Why is
lo.
the yud in front of the ayin? None of us know.
No,
The yud is silent over there. The ayin is silent. It's just the
Right.
ah.
okay, wrote.
Perfect. Now do line 9.
Oh, okay. There's no, so that would be, oh,
It would be yoch.
yo, but there's no vowel. Oh, never mind. Yo.
There
oh,
is a vowel. The vowel goes to the
over
Y.
the, yeah, vowels over the
Vowel
below.
sits by itself. So let's take a look at that, everybody, on line 9, right there, that first word. So the Y is a letter. And what is his vowel? An
Oh.
O. And it ends with a final chaf. So it's yoch, like a
Yoch.
yoch in an egg, if I was
Egg.
my grandmother. Right.
Yo.
Good
And this
remain-
would be,
remaining.
oh, this would be Yosh.
That's yosh. Good.
Yosh.
Yes.
Okay. Yol.
That's correct.
Like that one better. Lom. Yom.
Good. Now you got it.
Yom. Yom. Ooh. Yom.
Perfect. Beth, finish us off.
El, El, El Yo,
Perfect.
El Yoch, El Yom, El Yom.
Perfect. Perfect. So again, that yud is a letter if he has a vowel, unless he's holding it. If the guy ahead of him doesn't have a vowel, then you know that yud is holding the space for a vowel.
Mm.
But that's how it works. Just think phonetically, letter, vowel, letter, vowel, letter, vowel. And once you figure out the connection, all right, we're just going to make you crazy. Do one. I'm not going to go fast today. So now 4 out of 5 final letters go longer than the box. The only one that doesn't is the mem. This letter is a final nun. Now, you know, where's my drawing? In my box, my nun lives all the way to the right, down the box, and right there to the right, right? That's where he lives in my box, my regular nun. Compared to my half, which goes across the whole box, down the box, and across the bottom. Do you all see that? I didn't make it fat enough to see, but can you see it? You know the nun lives over, it's a skinny, it's only like a third of the box, right? So now, here's my nun. I want him to be a final nun. I just go longer than my box. He's a final nun. Okay. Everybody see that? So we're only supposed to see his shape when it's the what? The last letter of a word. So if for any reason the author puts it anywhere else, it's just for us to practice that it's a nun. But I don't think he did anywhere on this page.
Oh,
So,
amen. Okay, I got it. Amen.
okay, so now let's look at it. So the first letter is just to know it's a final nun. So chain, lean, mean, sheen, roan, tain, pain, hen,
Hen.
like a hen. I just did that for the recording's sake, so if somebody's listening to this after, they have me doing it slowly and hopefully correctly. Okay. Everyone, does anyone want to practice that first line that feels like the vowels? They could use an extra practice on the vowels. You got it? Elise, you got it?
Okay.
I'm looking
But-
at it.
Well, it's the first is a nun, then it's cane. Okay, lean,
Lean. Good.
lean. Okay, mean,
Good.
sheen. Roosh, roan, roan,
Roan. That's better.
roan. 42 dots. Tame,
Good,
tame,
good. It's a clucking animal.
chicken. Oh, a hen, okay.
A hen, I don't know. Do they cluck? I don't know.
And then it's
Cluck, chickens
hen,
cluck, right?
hen.
Okay, good. Got it. Yeah, that cheat sheet of vowels, but you should know them. Okay, so let's take a look at line 2. Amen. Amen. So be it. Okay, at least do line 2. I just gave you the first 2, but you can do them yourself so you can look at it and practice them.
Amen.
Good girl.
Amen.
That's right. They had you do it twice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yamin.
Close, so close. Yeah,
Yamin.
that's the girl. Yamin.
Yamin.
Good.
Ayen.
No,
Oh,
don't forget the aleph is silent. So just
Yeah,
ignore the
E.
fact that that weird looking letter just sits there. So what's the
Yeah.
vowel under the aleph?
E.
No,
No,
Ah.
nope. Do not try another one.
A.
That's correct.
Ain.
That's
Ain.
correct. Look at it. Ain. Ain. Like Rabbi Rachel Ain, the rabbi at Park Avenue Jewish Center. Anyway,
Okay.
Ain.
Okay. Ain. Shell.
No,
Oh,
what, don't
shin.
don't
Shin.
change the vowel. Don't change the
Shin.
vowel. You just had
I'm
it with
trying
the
to do it.
ain. So
Ain,
now
yeah.
it's,
Shane.
there you go.
And oh God. Sha she
Yes, yes. No.
shy
What's the one dot? You'll get it. It's an E. One dot is an E, honey.
Yeah,
No, E. She.
she
Sheen.
sheen.
Yeah, that's it. Again, the vowels are what's getting you, girl. Once you get the letter, it's easy. So let's just take a look at the last 2 words of that line. Shane and Sheen. The 2 dots and the 1 dot seem to be getting everyone a little confused. Shane and Sheen. Okay, Beth, I'll give you any, oh, it's pretty easy, even though it's a lot of repetitive words here. So do line 3. Let's see if she gets it right.
Hamon.
That's correct.
Hamon.
Good.
Main. Amen. Yamin.
Good.
Yamin. Yitain.
Good.
Yitain.
Perfect. 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 Again, it's the 1 and 2 dots. So I would just keep practicing those to the gals that are getting those confused. The E and the A. And then once you get them, it'll be second nature, I promise. So let's look at line 4. It's Yan, Yan, Yeen, Yon, Yom, Yon, Yom, Yom, Yon. I wasn't wasting anyone's time doing that. So let's look at line 5, Eleanor.
okay, yeah,
What are you doing?
that's the F, the 3 dots are the F.
Yes, but don't give that Y sound shaped looking thing a Y sound. It's a silent letter.
Oh, it's an iron, it's an iron.
It's an I, and that's right. You gave it a
Oh,
Y sounding
I
shit
know.
in English. You made it an English letter. Okay.
So it's,
So what is it, Lenore?
it's an iron, F,
And then so what do you say there?
it's an F, right?
It's an F. So you
F.
just say F.
F, and then it's L,
That's correct.
and it's L Yon,
El
No.
yo.
Yo, L, yo, well, it's Yon.
Yes.
Wow, I'm getting there.
Yes.
Yon,
That's correct.
Yon. Hello, Yon.
There you go. Very good.
Wasn't
Very
very
good.
hard.
He does it. He does it syllable by syllable till he gets you to the word El Yon. And let's just skip to 8 and 9. Shalom Alechem.
Malachi.
Malachi Hasharet.
Malachi. Shalom. Me melech.
Malachi Hamalachim. There you go. That is why he does this. And again, this form of a letter is used only at the end of a word. In other words, a final nun, it's a final nun page. It's just reminding you. Another form that N is at the beginning or the middle, but that shape, that long skinny shape, is only found at the end. All right. And I think we'll end, you know what? I hate to go this slowly, but how about I do one more easy letter? And I promise you it's easy. It's bet. Aleph, bet, bet, remember? Eventually he has a cousin, Bet. And how you're gonna remember him, and I'll do it like I do with 5-year-olds. Bet is the letter, right, we're learning now. We're going to eventually learn Vet. We don't care about him now. Bet has the belly button. Easy, easy breezy. Bet has the belly button. Make it to kitty language here. In the box, out of the box, belly buttons and all. All right, I'm gonna make Elise crazy. Go to line 1, dear.
You're making me crazy. Okay. Okay, it's B,
Bay.
Bay, Bay,
Yeah.
B, Bay,
Nope.
oh, B.
No.
Yeah,
After the
Bay.
bet, you did the bet correctly. What's the next one? The straight line.
I'm on the double dot one. Or maybe it's a long line.
It's a long line. It's a
Oh, it's a
straight line.
long, it's that long line. So it's ba.
That's correct.
And then ba,
That's correct.
and then B.
It's a
Ba-
B with a,
Bet.
it's a little vowel over the letter. It's an O.
Oh, they're, oh, bo. I know, I see it.
Whoa. I have a
I'm not
sister
seeing
named
these
Bo.
letters so well on my right.
I appreciate that. It's the font. I know that. It's so
Um,
the O is over the letter. That's how you
Okay, so-
remember him.
So then it's just the B and the
Oh, again.
borough.
No, it's just
But the last
these two
one?
at the end. Yeah, the last two are Bobo.
Bobo.
Yeah, Bo. The B
Okay.
with the dot over him is Bo, and the B with the Vav sitting there holding up the O is still just Bo.
But what about the letter next to him?
We're on line 1, and
Yeah,
we're right here. We're right here. We just did these two. So
Yeah,
this one
Bobo.
here is
Bo.
Bo, like my sister-in-law's name,
Mhm.
actually. She's Ukrainian. Okay. And this one, the bet doesn't have a vowel. So the letter next to it needs the thing next to it has to be a vowel if the bet doesn't have a vowel. So there's no sound to the letter. He's just holding up the dot. Bo. Remember that the dot by itself and the dot with the vav above it are equal. He just holds up that dot. Why he sometimes is there and sometimes the dot sits there, we don't understand that. It's just how it's, you have to remember it's equal. It just is. Okay, I know it's gets a little confusing, I know, but go
Yeah.
back, keep reading those pages and keep going to those cheat sheets and keep going back and forth. So line 2, I'll just do it and then I'll have the rest of you do the rest of it. Line 2 is Bo. Bo-chi.
Mm.
Bo-li. Bo-me. You would never be spelled that way.
Oh,
Bo-
she.
He. Why is the yud there? We have no idea. We don't care. Bo-ti. The yud is up there for no reason. But it just is holding that spot. Again, sometimes you just have those letters in that space. So now, Beth, go ahead and do 3. We'll just finish this up to line 6.
Boa, hem,
Good.
bo, hem.
Perfect. And you got to the real word. Lenore, do 4.
Okay, bow. Bowie,
Yes,
Bowie. Oh, look at that, Bowie.
good. And Elise, I'm gonna have you do line 4.
Bo, bohi,
Not a he, honey. It's a silent letter, so it's just the E sound. You had it correct, but you put it,
boe,
that's right. You gave that olive a sound. It doesn't get one.
okay. Boe
That's correct.
and boe.
Correct. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, don't give silent letters sounds. We got enough trouble with the sounds we need to have. Okay, and let's go to line 5, everybody, and we can just do it slowly together, slowly.
Bow,
Bow,
Bow, bow,
bow, bow,
Bo,
ah,
bow,
bow,
bo,
ah, hem,
hem,
bow,
bow,
ah,
hem,
hem. And keep going. Bow, ah,
bow,
hem,
hem,
lit,
shalom.
loam. And if we go to line 6, now we have, let's just do the bottom part. Let's just do line 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the song. It's the prayer. Boachem
Bow, hem, shalom.
loam mal a pe
Hey,
shalom mal a pe el yom melech malech am la da 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 da. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Malachei El Yom
Melech,
Melech
Malachim,
Malachei Hamlachim. Da 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 da. Okay, I'm gonna stopping sharing. Okay. Okay, we can go as fast as slow as you need because it's just a few of us. Again, the vowels, just keep that cheat sheet of those colors. And just if you have to make yourself some flashcards and put the answers on the back, the 1 dot and the 2 dot, I'd say is mostly tripping the ones that are getting stuck on the vowels. And I would just keep practicing the 1 dot, 2 dots. If you go to every page we've done so far and just do the first lines, it'll just keep reviewing those vowels over and over and over. By 19 pages that we're into, 20 pages we're into, just keep doing it every day. The first line of each page, you're going to get them. You're going to get them by 20 pages later. That's all you have to practice. Just know your vowels and then you'll be fine. I promise. I promise. All right. So I'm going to say Shabbat Shalom. We're done. I don't think you guys want to any more. And thank you for coming back and practice. And I'll see you next week, regular time. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
Have a good
Have a good
weekend.
week, everybody.
Okay,
Bye.
you too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.